Welcome back. The news continues here on ASEAN in Focus with Ralph Wandolph Empire from our Vietnam Bureau. Now, here in the Philippines, the Department of Trade and Industry remains hopeful that the Senate will concur with the Regional Comprehensive Economic Partnership, or RCEP, the ASEAN-led free trade deal with its 5 free trade partners. After it was ratified by President Duterte in September last year, the Senate's concurrence on RCEP is needed before the country can deposit its instrument of ratification. The country can reap the benefits of the free trade agreement 2 months after depositing the ratification document. Here is DTI Assistant Secretary Alan Gepti.
This is a must for the Philippines. The RCEP region, as the world's largest trading bloc, can become the core economic hub within the Asia-Pacific region. This is an opportunity for the RCEP parties to enhance their respective comparative advantages, not only in the region, but in the global economy. This means more investments in research and development, human capital development, product development, and manufacturing. In the process, the RCEP region can serve as a strong economic bloc that can influence, if not shape, the rules-based system of international trade, not only because of its size and extent of economic activities, but the fact that the levels of development of the RCEP parties varies. By its sheer size alone and the extent of economic activities and opportunities that RCEP brings, the Philippines could not afford not to join RCEP. Let's take some examples in trade and business context. RCEP offers cheaper costs because of zero or low tariffs and low administrative costs brought about by simplified trade rules. It would also be convenient to do business and trade because of simplified rules, trade facilitative measures, and other trade enhancement mechanisms. For example, in RCEP, farmers and producers of papaya and durian can now export these products to South Korea at a preferential arrangement. That is from 24% in Asean-Korea FTA to 0% in 10 years under RCEP. Without RCEP, then their competitors in Malaysia and Thailand will have an advantage because they will be enjoying the said preferential arrangement, while our local farmers and exporters under ASEAN-Korea FTA will not be enjoying said benefits. And one important consideration is that there has to be some degree of complementarity among ASEAN member states. Because in reality, while we are one ASEAN, one economic community, the fact remains that in certain areas, we're also competitors. And I think that's one important factor that we have to bear in mind. Now, in the case of the Philippines, our positioning is that one, we would like to see the Philippines as one of the manufacturing hubs in the region. Second is that we want to also push that the Philippines be one of the innovation hubs in the region. And there are many reasons by which we can, of course, excel on this area. That in terms of legal and institutional framework, we have a very strong one. We have a robust intellectual property regime. 2, we have competition laws. I would say we're quite advanced compared to other ASEAN member states. 3 is that we have the Strategic Management Act and the Strategic Trade Management Office. And in the region, I think we're only 3 ASEAN member states who have passed that kind of law. And of course, you have noticed that the department, in coordination with other agencies, we have been very aggressive also in pushing our artificial intelligence roadmap, our startup and innovation roadmap. Is that so we want to position also the country as the center for training and education in the region. And Australia is one good partner when it comes to education. I think everyone knows that. And this is timely because we just passed also the Transnational Education Act. So basically, in terms of complementation, we have already set the necessary legal and institutional elements by which we can support this agenda. And I think in terms of, I would say, competence, I don't have to explain that. We have very good professionals, teachers, professors, and of course, the facility of English language is one big factor.